Oh my God. I'm staring at your new car. Nice. Okay, there's one. And two. Okay, and then we'll just give people a few minutes to arrive. Is that someone's phone?
Mine just probably
Mine.
from the
Did you
Periscope.
guys hear that or no?
Yeah.
Hmm. So weird. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and get started. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Taylor Alexander, your Triple Diamond Leader. And tonight we're just going to be going over a few great tips to be working your business successfully. So I'm going to start, and then I'm going to ask our two newest promoted Double Diamond Leaders to share their two tips as well. So my first biggest tip, I've got two tonight, are running with your why. So when you sign up, you're so pumped, you're so excited. You're like, I'm going to do this. I've got my why. So you might be joining to be paying, groceries, or maybe you're joining to build your dream house, or maybe you're joining so that you can stay home with your kids, or whatever your reason is. You've got that why, and that's why you join. So a lot of the time working your business, you're going to come across a lot of obstacles. So you're going to come across, working your business. And sometimes it's going to get really, really stressful, and it could really, really bring you down. So the important thing is that you're always going to run with your why. So when you're having a downfall, or you're feeling upset, or you're wondering why you're not signing people, you're wondering what's going on, or why does this business suck? Why am I so horrible at it? You're going to start beating yourself up. And the important thing is to bring yourself out of that situation and remind yourself of why you started this business. So, just taking a few deep breaths, coming away from it all, and just reminding yourself, okay, I joined for this reason, so I need to continue for this reason. I joined because I have two children. One is 3, Isaac, and one will be a year this month, actually. While in Florida, he turns 1. And, I joined for them. So I joined so that we could live that life that I've always dreamt for them. So I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be able to provide for them. And I want to also be able to raise them. So in order to do that, this business was my only option. Before it works, I did a home-based daycare. And it was great. I mean, I was making okay money. I was still living kind of paycheck to paycheck, never really getting those savings up, never really, being able to enjoy life, just kind of getting by. So when I became pregnant with my second, I really needed to buckle down and find something to work my business. So it's so, so important to really stick to your why. So when you're feeling down, bring yourself back, like I said, to that why. Because that why is going to carry you on. So when even though you're, going through those obstacles that become really hard, and I'm telling you, you're going to be crying. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to feel like you can't succeed. But the important thing is to remind yourself that you can succeed. I am nothing special. I've worked my business from the day I started. It took me 2 months to join. I was very, very nervous. But at the end of the day, it was like, I need to pay my bills. I don't have any other income, but it works. And if I don't make it work, I'm not going to have any money, and, you know, we're going to be going to a stressful life. So sometimes, you know, people are like, well, I have that money and, you know, we're okay and we're getting by and, you know, I enjoy that. But you have to also remember what comes with that money. So you're joining for the money purpose, but then you're also joining for the purpose of putting money in your children's, you know, for them to go off to school, or you're saving to buy a house for your family, or you're wanting to pay off debt, or you're wanting to help, you know, pay for groceries or help your husband out, or maybe you're single and you just want to, you know, create a better life for yourself. So it's so important to remember that why. And I mean, these things sound funny. You're like, yeah, whatever, I'm not going to forget my why. I just joined yesterday, or I just joined a week ago or a month ago. I'm not going to forget my why. But you will. You will get lost in the stress of it all. You will get frustrated. And there will be times where you want to quit. But that's what's so important to remember, to bring yourself back to your why and remind yourself that you are feeling emotions that I have felt, that Michaela has felt, that Lindsay has felt, that our team has felt. Because in order to be successful, you're going to be going through, you know, those obstacles to prove to yourself that you want to be successful and that you're going to push for it. I read a quote once, and it was, if it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to change you. So this business is going to challenge you. It's going to bring you those tears, like I said, and bring you that frustration, but it's also going to be so rewarding. And you're going to come into this space where you're like, I would have never expected to feel this way. I never would have expected to be this person. I am not the person at all. When I first started, I was shy. I would hide my face in pictures. I didn't want to do any of these Google's Hangouts at all. I didn't want to, you know, have that shine on me. I didn't want people looking my way. I wanted to keep to myself and just do my own thing. So it's definitely going to change who you are, and it's going to, I mean, we don't like to say that money controls everything because it's horrible to think that, but the reality is that it does. And when you don't feel the stress of a bill or how you're going to buy groceries, you just become this different person. I feel like I'm the mother I've wanted to always be because I have that freedom to not stress about those other things. I mean, there's no stress to alarm. There's no stress to getting up and going places. There's no stress of dropping my kids off or going to work to a place I hate. We're literally just free. We do what we want. For the last, like, 3 days, we've slept in, and it's been great. And I just enjoyed those moments. There's no, like, I've slept in, I need to rush off. So, yeah, it's definitely so important to run with your why because, like I said, you're going to come to those situations where you feel like you want to quit. You know, that's the easy thing to do is walk away. But you want to take, you know, do what most people won't do to have what most people can't have. That's the bottom line, that you're going to do this and you're going to be able to live every single dream that you thought possible, and then you're going to be pushed to dream even bigger dreams than you've never even thought possible is what you have your hands on. So make sure you're running with that why. My next big tip is grabbing a sideline sister. So a sideline sister is somebody who is not an upline and they're not a downline. So they're completely out of your business, but they are somebody who is understanding what you're going through. So my biggest thing, I teamed up with Ashley Mirth, and we started around the same time. She's an Ambassador Diamond now, right at the top. And it's been great to, you know, to have her to lean on and to talk through it all, and we've always given each other advice. You know, and it's always been nice to have, you know, my struggles or what ideas do I need to brainstorm outside of my business. Instead of going to an upline and saying, you know, I feel frustrated, or why is my pay like this, or, you know, I'm so, you know, just having that venting time, it was nice to go to somebody, a sideline sister, who understood what I was going through, but I was taking it away from my business. And I felt that really helped my business because I was taking that negative energy out of it. I was never engaging negative energy directly into my business. So Kara's my upline. And when I needed, you know, advice, and I would talk to her, and we'd, you know, get going and all that great stuff. And she was always my leader, but it was so nice to be able to take my negative feelings outside of my business, like I said, but talk to someone who understands. So when you're doing this, a sideline sister, I call it a sideline sister, you know, sideline rap teammate, whatever you want to call it. I say sideline sister because I just look at it as one big family. And it's nice that, you know, it's somebody outside of my team. You know, she's not making money off of me. I'm not making money off of her in that type of way. and we're just sort of helping each other. So it's outside of the business. And it's just sort of nice to have that connection with somebody and to talk to somebody who knows what you're going through and can give you advice that maybe your upline won't give you because, your upline works her business a certain way. Or, you don't want to be going down to your team to sort of reach out for advice because you usually want to be that one inspiring your team and helping them rather than, venting to them. And then it was also nice because Kara is so busy, as we obviously all know. So it was nice to kind of not, go to her and bring her down in that fact if I was upset about something. I mean, your uplines are always there for you. They support you 100%. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you're using that person as a leader. They're your leader. They're there to inspire you. They're there to help you. So yes, if you feel down, then of course you can go to them. But my focus is if you're going to go to your leader, because I would go to Kara and be like, okay, this is what I'm in. How do I get out? How do you help me? How can I help myself? What things can you tell me to help myself to get out of the situation? And really going to her as a positive thing. But it was nice, like I said, to have that sideline sister to just go to. So when you're looking for a sideline sister, don't be scared to reach out to somebody or be like, hey, how are you, doing this? How are you how are you signing loyal customers? How are you signing distributors? Mine and Ashley friendship literally started from, hey, how are you getting so many loyal customers? And she was like, how are you getting so many distributors? And then ever since then, we just sort of kept, texting back and forth, messaging each other back and forth, and just sort of growing a relationship. And it's been great because we've grown, a personal-based relationship.
I don't know what to do. Can you hear me, Lindsay?
Yeah. I hear you.
I wasn't sure. I don't know if she can. Can we add her?
How did you just rejoin?
I
You just clicked on the call.
did, yeah. I'm not a fan of Google. Can we add Taylor back in, or?
I don't know. I'm on my phone. I don't
Mine keeps cutting out.
Oh. Hello? Hi, guys. Sorry. Okay, so my computer just all of a sudden just completely like closed all of my internet apps. So anyways, what I was saying, a sideline sister. So I don't really remember where I left off, but I'm just going to kind of go with it. So finding a sideline sister is usually someone I recommend finding someone who started the business around the same time you did, because then you're sort of in that same vibe of it all. You're kind of going through the same emotions that they're going to go through. You can have your highs and lows together in the business and just sort of really connect. Chances are you'll build together at the same time, but then you can bounce ideas off of each other and really get a feel for what somebody else is doing. I highly, highly, highly recommend doing this. And it's because it's great. It's great to have a friend, like I said, outside of your business that you can just sort of get ideas with and get to know. I find, the business is all about freedom. What is going on? Sorry. The business is all about friendship, fun, and freedom. So it's great to build those friendships outside of your team and get to know other people. And just sort of have fun with it rather than feeling, like the only people you have are your team. It's great to have other relationships in the business as well. So I think that's pretty much it. And like I said, don't feel scared to find someone to team up with. A lot of people are looking for just what you're looking for. They're looking for someone who can understand them, that they can, connect with and have fun with. So messaging someone and being like, hey, like, how are you? Like, how are you getting this? Like, how's the business going? They're not going to be like, who is this creep messaging me? They're going to be like, oh, this is so sweet. Like, let's connect. Let's build a friendship. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And if maybe you are nervous about it, go to your upline and be like, hey, I'm looking for a sideline sister. Could you maybe, speak to another leader and see if someone on their team might connect with me if we have that same, if we're both in school or we're both moms or a mom of two or we're both working, whatever it is, and just sort of that you can connect off that way. But anyways, I guess we'll go to Michaela. Are you ready? So Michaela, you have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Hi.
So Michaela, you just promoted to Double Diamond. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you also got that $15,000 good bonus.
I did.
How's all that feeling?
It feels amazing. I was screaming up and down the whole time that I promoted. Tears, excitement. It was unreal. Saw my first commission check this week, and I was pretty excited.
Yeah, that's an amazing accomplishment. So anyways, if you just want to go ahead and share 2 of your strongest tips with the team and take it away.
Okay, so my biggest tips are staying positive and staying consistent is very, very important. So staying consistent with your business. I do everything through social media. So when I first started the business back in December, I didn't know anything about Instagram. And I basically kind of mimicked you, Taylor, because I didn't understand it. So you need to treat this like a business if you want to get paid like a business. If you want to get paid like a hobby, then that's what's going to happen. You have to think business-like and use Instagram to your best advantage, right? Like, it's free advertising for your business. So staying consistent and posting, when we say 12 times a day, it may seem like a lot at first, or you're not sure what to post about. But it's really important to do that. You think maybe it's going to be a lot and you're going to start to bother people. Yes, you are going to have people that are going to block you. Yes, you're going to have people that are going to unfollow you. But, you know, if you're constantly or consistently following new people, that's not going to be a problem. Like, these are people that are like coming in and out of your business and taking a look at what you have to offer, whether you're explaining to them like how this is changing your life, the lifestyle that you have, or you know, the products that we have. One of the biggest tips I've had like in the last couple of weeks, I was having kind of like a downtime with loyal customers, and I had to like refocus and see maybe what it was that was kind of, you know, hurting my business a little bit, in order to go double diamond. And I found that doing more of like you using the product or being a product of the product and not necessarily looking like you're a salesperson all the time. So like, for example, I drink my greens every morning, so I show people that I'm drinking my greens every morning, or, you know, I'm taking my hair, skin, and nails. I show people that I'm using that, or you show people that you're a product of the product, because people, like, that's one of the first things people are going to ask you is, like, have you tried this product, or does this product actually work? Well, if you've actually tried it and you know, have those results and you know how they work, like, you know, they're going to be able to trust you a little bit more. I don't know what else. Yeah, so use your social media to your advantage. Facebook, I use a lot to celebrate the team. You know, when you first start and you're a team of one, don't let that discourage you, or don't let that slow you down. When I first started, I was a team of one, and I was very new to this, didn't know what I was doing, and I celebrated everybody's success. I think when like Lindsay and Jamie went executive, I celebrated it. You know, I said, these girls, I talk to them almost every day, or I see what's going on with them. Like, this is so exciting. Like, you know, I'm going right there. I'm following them. I'm right behind them, or whatever it is. Every time something happened with, you know, the team in general, or there was a call that we were on, or somebody promoted, I celebrated it, because, you know, people are watching you and they don't know if they're your sideline sister, your upline, your downline. They don't know that. They just know that you're excited and you're celebrating this, you know, this amazing opportunity, and that's what it's all about. I don't know what else to say. What else? Do you have any? Let me see what else I can say. Yeah, make sure you're posting every day. People buy you. So, for example, I celebrate and I talk about my why a lot through Instagram, and how I get to stay home with my daughter. When you're following people, follow people that you can relate to. Sorry, I'm totally rambling on. I get so nervous. Find people that you can relate to. So what I do, for example, when I'm searching people, search people that are, when they look through their pictures, they're immediately going to relate to you. So, for example, if you play volleyball, or you're a part of a team, or you like to cook, you like to knit, any of those kind of things, look that up in your searches and look for those people to follow, because they're more likely to follow you back and more likely to stay in contact with you if they're going through your posts and they see something that they can relate to. So, for example, for myself, I follow a lot of moms, or I look for people that have children, so that when I'm building that relationship with them, when I'm asking them questions, they can go back to my page, and instead of saying, who's this girl that's like commenting on my pictures, they'll see that I have a little girl, and immediately we have that relationship, that we that like we have a connection. Yeah. Taylor?
Yeah, those are great tips, definitely. I'm huge on, 12 posts a day and staying consistent in working social media, and making sure that you're doing interactions, and really focusing on, bringing people back to your page and making sure that, the people that you're following is huge and being you right away. That's definitely huge in your business. And if you're going to be working social media, so on Instagram, you want to definitely be taking those tips and following them. Just sort of looking over. Okay. So Michaela, when you're working your business, though, how do you feel about just sort of when you're working it in the fact of, like, do you feel like, I don't know how to word this, for working your business, like, how serious would somebody be taking it? Like, do you, like, for example, when you first started, did you feel like, okay, I'm in this business, so I need to work it like a business? Or was it more like, oh, this is a cool hobby, I'm going to work it like a hobby?
No, this was always a business. I mean, I followed you for what, I shouldn't say follow you, but I watched you on Facebook for at least 6 months, and we're family, before I finally said something to you. And when I said something to you, I told you, I was like, I'm not lying. I'm losing sleep over what I'm doing right now, because I was on maternity leave. I was literally, I thought I would go back to work maybe 3 months after I had my daughter. I'm like, I've always had like 2 or 3 jobs at a time, and I was always busy. And everyone's like, oh, you'll be back at work in like 3 months. And the minute that I held Pagelin for the first time, I knew, I was like, there's no way I'm going back to work. Like, I couldn't think, the thought of somebody else taking care of her, the thought of somebody else watching her walk for the first time or talk, all that, it just brought tears to my eyes. And every time I saw pictures of you and the boys, I don't know, I wanted that. I wanted it so badly to be home with Pagelin all the time. So I was sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and I just, came out and said it to you. I'm like, listen, if I'm joining this for real, and I'm running for that. I want to be with where you are. So you were at Double Diamond. Mm-hmm. I need to be there before I go decide if I have to go back to work or not. And I did it. I was like, no excuses. This is what I want. This is what I need for my family. And I basically ran.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you definitely have been running ever since you signed up. And I think that's a huge thing to remember, is that, I even myself, it was like, oh, sweet, I can make an extra income. What do I need to do? Oh, I'm just going to follow people and, do this. And what I believe that, what we do is not hard work. It's not hard to work your business. We're working smarter, not harder. So, in the beginning, you might feel what it takes to work this business, but all of a sudden, I've got a loyal customer and I'm trying to get dinner on, and now you're like, well, I can't have this loyal customer because I'm focusing on dinner. My kids need to eat. And all of a sudden, you've lost this loyal customer because, you had to go and, finish the dinner. And I find, I'm making a lot of small sacrifices right now so that I can spend the rest of my life, the rest of my children's life, not having to make those sacrifices. I mentioned earlier, it's my second son's first birthday this month, and it's July 26th. And for those of you who don't know, Green Carpet is the 24th and the 25th, and on the 26th is my son's first birthday. So it was a huge thing. It was like, what do I do? How do I make this work? So it ended up working out great that we're all going to go with my mom and her partner, and they're going to go with us. So when I'm at conference, they're going to watch the boys, and then I'm going to be there, for his birthday. And we'll just be in Florida instead. But a lot of the time, it's not an excuse, or, you don't have to feel like you're taking away, because you're building a legacy. You're building this empire for your family. So when you're working your business and you feel like you might be taking time away, like, well, I don't want to take time away. My priority is, not to be on my phone. My priority is the same, but at the same time, working alongside my kids and making a quick post for 2 minutes in a day, and not sending them off to daycare, not working a 9 to 5, that is so much bigger. I spend 2 minutes every few hours making a post, quick post. I might reply to a few people, and the rest of the day I'm spending with my kids. So we're laughing, we're playing, we're cuddling, we're learning, we're out playing in the backyard, we're splashing in the water, we're going for walks, we're going to the libraries. I'm able to read my kids' books. I'm able to give them hugs when they need it. I'm able to comfort them rather than them being at that daycare. So it's so, so important to take this business and work it like a business. If you work it like a business, you are going to pay yourself $10,000. It's going to be like, okay, here's your check, $10,000, great job. The more you work in this business, the more you are going to be paid. And you are never going to get that in your 9 to 5. You cannot work harder and get more money. You know, you can't be like, this month I'm going to work really hard and I'm going to be paid harder. No, you're going to work harder and you're going to be paid the same. But in this business, if you take off strong and work this like a business, you are going to be paid in ways that you never thought possible. I mean, when I first saw my first double diamond paycheck, so that's on average $6,000, my pay was a bit more, I was on my floor in tears. I was crying so hard, and it was like all this time I've been crying these tears of frustration and wondering when it's going to happen, and now here I am crying on my living room floor, just bawling my eyes out because I am so thankful for this opportunity, and I'm so thankful that I made those small sacrifices to make a quick post while I sat with my boys, to sign up that loyal customer and pause my dinner. Because on my radar, those first, like, it was like, you know what, this is like, I'm making every sacrifice. Whatever I need to do to sign this loyal customer up right now, I'm signing this loyal customer up. Whatever I need to sign up for this distributor right now, I'm going to pause and I'm going to sign this distributor up, and I'm going to work my business to the fullest potential I can do so that, like I said, for the rest of my life, I can dream things that I never thought possible, and that I can live my life the way I never, ever thought possible. I mean, I'm a younger mom of two kids. When I found out that I was pregnant with my second, I thought, there goes all my dreams. I'm never going to be able to afford anything because I'm never going to be able to stack up money or put a savings away. My life is going to be rewired, and it's just going to be dedicating, to this baby I'm bringing to the world. And now all of a sudden, I'm 24 years old, and it's like, okay, well, what kind of dream home do you want? Because do you want to, buy an older home and fix it up? Do you want to build a house? What kind of cars do you want? What kind of savings do you want for your kids? What kind of future do you want for them? So it's so, so important to work your business like a business. You are a business woman or you're a businessman now, and it's time to bring out that business person in you and work your business like a business so that you're paid like a business and you're not getting paid like a hobby. So those are definitely great tips, and I loved hearing that, you came in and you just gave it the full swing, and you are proof that it has paid off because, you're a double diamond and you're making that on average $6,000 a month. And I mean, you've got your husband to diamond and you're making that on average $2,000 a month. So that's just right under that 10,000 mark, and that's your paycheck every month. And, that is life-changing. That is huge, huge, huge difference in life. So thank you so much for sharing, and congratulations again on going double diamond. It's a huge accomplishment, and I'm sure it won't be long until we see that triple diamond announcement either. Thanks again for sharing your tips. So up next we have Lindsay. She's one of our newest double diamonds as well. Lindsay, are you there? Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Michaela, can you hear Lindsay?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, let's... Oh, there. Were you muted?
No, I wasn't. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So you just got that $15,000 bonus as well. How's that?
Okay, good.
Hello?
Awesome.
I think it's just a little
got
delay.
a new car.
Yes, that is amazing. I can't believe it. That's so, so exciting.
Can you not hear me?
A little, yeah. It keeps cutting out. Hello? I don't know what's going on. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I think you're good. Maybe
Okay,
no.
can you hear me?
Okay, yes. Okay, so anyways, we'll just get right into
Okay.
it.
Um,
And then we'll let you talk.
okay. So here tonight is just about how you present yourself through social media and even outside social media. So just when you're walking around, because typically you should be talking about your business everywhere, just not on social media. So if you're out in public, obviously we all like to go out and have fun, and some of us maybe have drinks or whatever, but if you're representing It Works in any way, whether it have a shirt or anything, you need to remember that you are representing this company, so you don't want to be acting crazy or like a fool or anything like that, because it just makes it look really, really bad. So on Facebook, you want to make sure that you're not causing drama on Facebook, or you're not participating in any other drama, or you're not making posts about being miserable, or you know upset about your pay or anything like that. Anything negative you don't want to do, because then why would people want to join your team? Why would people want to buy from you? I know that for me personally, before I started this business, Facebook has those memory things that pop up. So every day I see posts from like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and I used to be the type of person who would feel sorry for myself and post stupid statuses about being upset or frustrated with something, and just wanting people to feel bad for me, but that's not what people want to see. So when I started this business, I made sure to cut all of that out and just post positive stuff, and that was the number one reason that I got for feedback as to why people wanted to join my team. Drama, or you're upset, find, like Taylor said, find that sideline to sort of vent to, and just leave it in a message. Don't post for the whole world to see, because people don't want to buy from somebody who's a drama queen. It's a known fact, and if you're starting, fighting people and I'm like, that's just hurting you. It's not helping anybody. So just keep that in mind. We all have, something probably going on in our life that's, awful, and it's not good for your business whatsoever. Can you still hear me? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. And then I wanted to talk about if I know there's been a lot of posts on the team page about getting so close to signing a distributor, and then you find out that they signed with someone else. I know personally for me, when I first started, I was a customer of someone that I've known for many years, and I did not sign with her when I thought about the business. She never approached me about the business. Because she's so consistent, it really caught my eye. But the girl that I had previously bought from barely presented her business. She barely posted to Facebook. It would be every now and then, just random. She didn't even know what Instagram was. So she wasn't really working her business all that great. And so I knew if I signed with her, she wouldn't be that coach that I needed to be successful. So when you are talking to people about signing, and then they do sign with someone else, I know it's upsetting. I know it's really, really upsetting. It's happened to me before. But don't let it get you down. And, don't even post about it on the team page, because that just brings everybody down, because then you get the list of comments that everyone's like, oh, yeah, that happened to me. I'm so upset. And it just brings in negativity, which you don't want, like, anywhere. not, you know, our team page is supposed to be uplifting and positive, so it's kind of the same thing as posting all your dirty laundry to Facebook too. Like, it's just going to bring a negative vibe all around. So when that happens, ask them, what made you sign with this person over me? Find out what it was about that other person. Because for me, I knew that Taylor was going to push me and teach me the right way versus this other girl that was barely working her business. And she wasn't doing well at all, and I could see it. So you don't be afraid to ask somebody why they joined with someone else, and then learn from it. You know, they may have thought you were too pushy, or they may have thought, you know, you weren't that involved, you didn't follow up enough with them, or, you know, who knows what the answer may be. But and even sometimes it could just be because their best friend does it and they would rather, I mean, of some sort, and didn't sign with them for whatever the reason may be. So don't let it get you down. Just say on to the next one and keep pushing, because there's a million people out there, and, you know, who times with plenty of things, customers, distributors, anything, but if you give up and get all upset about it, it's just, it's not going to help you. So you just gotta keep moving on to the next one.
Hello? Sorry. You're just cutting out a little bit on my end, but I think it's okay on the call. So I love that you pointed out the fact of, you know, not posting everything on Facebook and keeping your Facebook and your Instagram positive and uplifting. People want to join someone who is exciting and, you know, welcoming and showing that they're enjoying their life and that they're happy in their life. So it's so important to make sure. I mean, we're all going through our stuff. When I went Diamond, me and the dad. Oh, it's still cutting out. Okay, I think we're okay. So when I went Diamond, me and the boys, my boy's dad split up and he moved out, and it was a really down time for me, but I never posted about it. I never made anybody, you know, I didn't even talk about it with my team. I didn't post on my team page. I didn't talk to anybody about it because it was my personal stuff going on that I didn't really want to share. And it was sort of, you know, an aspect of what was happening, of something negative in my life, and I didn't need that attention on me. My attention was to have my business going, my business booming, people coming to me about wanting to see, you know, about the business, not, oh, what's going on with you, you know, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. That's not, you know, that's not what's needed. So, you know, we're all going to have our down days, and we're human, obviously. So, you know, posting like, I'm so sad that I ran out of gas today, something like that, that's still connecting with people, but still keeping it in a positive, you know, positive, instead of just, you know, complaining about something else in your life. I find a huge thing is if you are advertising for people to join your business, but still complaining that you don't have any money, people are going to second guess you. I know that might be your reality, that, you know, like, don't have the money, but you don't need to post about it. You don't need to let people know that you're struggling. Or you could just say, you know, I'm struggling today, but it's so nice to know that It Works has got that tab, that It Works is going to cover me. That it's so nice, you know, that I didn't have the money for gas, but hey, I got my bonus this week, or I'm getting paid next week, so I know that, you know, It Works is going to take care of everything. And just making sure that you're carrying that excitement with you, and you're allowing people to see that this business is changing who you are, because, like I we always say people buy who you are. They buy, Lindsay mentioned, you know, she joined because she felt that I could help her. I could push her to succeed. I could teach her what she needed. So you want to make sure you're displaying that. I find a lot of things, and it connects you with potential distributors. And a lot of people will say, well, how do you get potential distributors? My first thing is usually, let me take a look at your Instagram, because that's where it starts. A potential distributor can come to you, and all of a sudden they're going to have questions like, are you making money? How much do you make? Blah, blah, blah. I don't even get those questions anymore because of the post I'm doing. So you want to make sure that people can go to your page and see, okay, she's doing this business because this. She's doing, wow, she's buying gas. She's buying groceries. She's buying her kids new clothes. It doesn't have to be, well, I'm not making enough to buy myself that new Jeep. I'm not making enough to buy myself a new couch. I'm not making enough to, you don't need to make enough. All you need to do is show that It Works is allowing you to change your life. I feel so happy today because I helped a loyal customer sign up. I feel so great because on our team page, we talked about, you know, this and this and this. I feel so great because I was able to pay for my gas. People want to feel that they don't have to worry about paying for the gas. People want to feel like they don't have to figure out how they're going to pay for groceries. People want to feel like, well, my kid needs new clothes. How am I going to afford this? And then you post it and they're like, wow, I can make an extra income just to, you know, pay for my kids' new clothes, pay for groceries. It's small things like that. I don't go around being like, yeah, I'm a triple diamond. I'm making on average $10,000 a month. Want to join me? Like, come on, join me. I'm making all this money. Because that's not flattering. That's not a turn on. That's not what people are looking for. It's actually kind of intimidating. If someone said to me, like, I make $10,000, I'd be like, who are you? Like, what's going on? Like, this is a scam. Like, you're so full of it. So you want to make sure it's those small things that's connecting you with people, and just sort of allowing it to be non-drama and not so, you know, negative energy. So I think those are great tips to follow. I hope you guys took notes because they were wonderful tips to hear from both Double Diamonds. Yeah, so can I. But anyway, so I think that's it for tonight. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask on the team page. I'm always, you know, trying to check in there and make sure that questions are getting answered properly. I wanted to give a shout out to everyone who is answering questions on the team page. I think leadership, no matter what rank you are, is absolutely amazing. When you're taking off and just answering questions and helping other people learn new things, it really shows that you're ready to take on this business, and it's helping you learn, it's helping the teammate learn, and I don't believe that leadership comes with rank. So don't feel because you're just a distributor that you can answer questions. You totally can, and if you get it wrong, so what? You're going to get it wrong, and someone probably was going to come in and be like, oh, I just wanted to let you know this is actually the correct answer, and now everyone's learning and everyone's helping each other out. So, you know, a shout out to everyone who's taking that and answering questions and taking on the leadership role. It's absolutely amazing, and it really shows that you're ready for this business. So yeah, I guess that's it, and thanks for everyone for joining in. And again, any questions you have, just ask on the team page. I will be happy to answer. Hope you all have a good night. Bye.